need to have our morning conversation. Yesterday was very eye-opening, if I may describe it as such. We're talking about how single women strategically target married men. Wow. Now, there was a question Mwalimu asked me after the show, and I really thought about it all day. He asked me, why can't women of today start from scratch with a man of their own? Why can't you start from scratch? That's what he was asking. And I mentioned our early morning chat earlier. Do you know why? Because the way the opinions are varied on students with long hair and beards in school, saying we are living in a different age, maybe that applies here. Molimbu, you're the one who sits here every morning and tells me how there are 7 women for every man. Where are these women supposed to get men from? I'm not saying it's right. But Molimbu has a question. Why can't you start from scratch? Why can't women of today start from scratch?
Your mother started from bottom. Now they're here.
Maybe times have changed, Molimbu.
Which ones? Who are these young men supposed to marry?
Okay, that's a good question.
They are age mates. Unapata kafresha akataki jamaa ako 4th year. Juu mnakutana huko mess mnakula hiyo madondo chapati ya shilingi 11. That's the fellow you need to start with.
Ladies, is there time to start from scratch nowadays? That's the question I'm asking, because I'm trying to understand you. Is there time to start from scratch in this day and age that we are living in?
The age difference should not be more than 5 years. That's your man. That's your future husband.
And Mwalimu asked a very pertinent question. Who are these young men gonna marry?
Msichana mdogo anashikana na mambo ya rototang. Hata uwezi shika round. Akianguka anabingiria. Yeah, December anastafutwa na Naivas. Akuwe for the Christmas. Huyo ndio unataka. Ewe.
I can't the way you put things.
Na vijana wako hapa barubaru. Ndio hawana kitu, lakini hapo
maybe that is the priority nowadays, Mwalimu.
Wangangane amulishe hata yeye akuwe na kitambi.
Okay, ladies, why can't you start from scratch? Get a young man with nothing.
Yes. Start from Kino.
And work your way up.
Yes.
Is there time for that in this day and age?
Nini hii? Ama you miss bouncy castle. Lazima
urukie mtu.
Urukie mtu. Kaya ukiruka ruka. What did you miss when you were growing up?
I need you to give me a call, ladies. Tafadhali 0711046105. Tafadhali, give me a call. Hit me up on my fan page on Facebook. Let's meet on Twitter at It's Maina Kageni or Classic 105 Kenya. Hashtag is Maina and Kingangi. 2 questions, ladies. Why can't the ladies of today start from scratch? Number 2, who are these young men going to marry?
Young girl. Unataka kushikana na mtu hata kufunga viatu. Kamba za viatu anahema. Ni kama anapuliziwa. What's wrong?
Believe we'll be making it sound like a joke, but it's true. Those are some pertinent questions.
Sipendi viatu za kamba.
Anapendaka Crocs. Anaweka tu mguu ndani. Kegwele diba. If you give me a call, ladies, that's a very important question. If you're a young man, who will you marry? Does that worry you as a young man? But ladies, me, I'm of the opinion that is there time to start from scratch? If you give me a call. And young men, I want to hear from you as well. Who are you going to marry? Because nowadays, if there's no money, there's no love, eh?
Yes, lazima wapambane na leo.
You must get money.
Na unajua umefuliza, umefanya kila kitu, umewekwa CRB. Wewe kwanza, you are a suspect. How you are surviving in this Nairobi? Yet you have to make money. Mtu hataki hata kuona lori ya promotion ya Safaricom, unaona utashikwa. Kiona unakimbia. Who will you marry?
Na wanatangazia M-Pesa. 0711046105 is my number. I want to hear from because there's a serious problem in the society. If you do not start from scratch, who will these young men marry? 0711046105 is my number. Let's talk, or let's hook up on Twitter because the young men are asking questions. Mwalimu is asking a question. Are you asking yourselves any questions, ladies? Maybe the question I should ask is, ladies, what are your priorities in 2021? And where are you most likely to achieve your priorities? Maybe that's where you need to come from.
Unaacha kijana ako na 6 pack.
Unaendea roto tank.
Nachukua bogi benda.
Oh my God, that is such a TBT. Bogi benda. 0711046105 is my number. Let's talk because it is becoming a problem. Talking about ladies of today and why they cannot start from scratch. Molim is trying to wonder, and who will these young men marry? Got a message here saying, which times have changed? Nowadays, women have suddenly become so lazy, selfish and materialistic. They want everything served on gold platters. And the most intriguing thing is they've got nothing to offer. They won't start from scratch, yet they don't even have the surface to scratch. Let them be humble like their mothers. Hey. Very good morning to you, Dr. Sijaroge. Mambo vipi, sweetheart? Hope you're okay. Kevo Mungu is saying these daughters of Jezebel are not loyal. They want shortcuts in life. They've been empowered to a point where they don't see their peers as equal partners. They want to be the senior who've already made it in life. It's sickening. Hey. Together, you're asking a very pertinent question. Start from scratch with who? Where is the time? And our parents' generation is very different from ours. Their wives are still high school. Watafute pesa kwanza. This gender is never grateful. No ego orozio.
Unaacha Mike
Start from scratch with who? That's what Prit is asking.
Unaacha Mike Mundu, unashikana na wakanae. Unaacha Subaru, unashikana na Vilda. Sawa sawa. Kinoa, Kialafad. Sawa sawa.
James Barago, happy birthday once again, and from everyone here, Classic 105, many happy returns. Saying she left when I needed her. Funny enough, everything I confessed in her face, I'm now possessing. It's about the vision, not the television. It's about the vision, not the television. Nothing comes easy. Just be patient with him. One day, utajipata. That's the question I'm asking this morning. And Molly is wondering, why can't you start from scratch? Why won't ladies of today start from scratch? Lucy Paul, you're asking Maina, what are you talking about? These slay queens don't want to start from scratch. They want an equipped house and car ready for them. They don't care. Watagajanga nani wapate. Lazima wapate. Victor Kwame, a very good morning to you, and thank you so much for saying hi on this Wolulu Wednesday. Maxwell Kidiga, good morning to you, saying money has ruined everything nowadays. So as men, let's look for money first, then love later. You know what, Maxwell? I totally agree with you. You better look for money. And let's be realistic. This is 2021. Money is a bare necessity. In fact, you know, they say the 3 tenets of life is what? Shelter, food, and clothing. They should, that's shelter.
Food, shelter, accommodation.
Shelter, food, and clothing. They should add money.
Hizo zote is in a substance of money.
No, they should add money. Kelvin Mwangi is saying, you know what we're going to do? We are going to marry school dropouts back in our villages, especially those from humble backgrounds, and she'll be the best companion. Usitisho na wanawake wa town. So when will you marry? And who will you marry? Young men?
Is money that important?
Money is so important. That's my opinion. And nowadays, at the speed life is moving at, imagine you better be ready. Imagine you better be ready, by the way.
You can't find a good, loving, 6-pack man.
With money. With
no,
money, yes.
Answer.
I don't want to be seen to condone this married men nonsense. But what I need is to find out, and young men have to ask themselves that question today. Where are you going to get money from? Because it is now a bare necessity.
That man is not easy to come by. Eh? You accumulate wealth. Wealth is accumulated. Sio unaenda unapata imewekwa mahali kwa roundabout. So it needs time.
Listen to Kabebs. Kabebs is saying, hata mimi naona nijipandilie Kabudesco. His scratch, kuta start from scratch ni scam. Guy. But there's some pertinent questions that must be answered. Prince Vance, good morning, saying I'm lucky. I've got 1 in a million who decided we're going to do this the old school way. Tunaanzia penye tuko and build our mansion of love from foundation to tops. That's 1 in a million. I agree. Tyrone Swear, good morning to you. How are you? Listen to what Tyrone is saying. Yeah, you Tyrone, and you have just appeared here on my Twitter handle. Here you are. Live alone marriage, even dating is a problem nowadays. Mimi natoa drop out from Geshagi. I'm not going to marry these town women. Pete Chele saying many men no longer want to marry housewives. So pesa lazima itafutwe. So where does that leave us? My phones have been fixed, but keep those tweets coming through because there's a problem. There's a big problem. I'd love to hear from you. Why can't you start from scratch? I got a message here that I must share with you because it really came from the heart. Saying if they're not ready to start from scratch, let them go and marry their fathers and become their mothers' co-wives as they wait to become widows early in life. Sairo, you're saying young ladies, especially our town, they should know that no empire was built in a single day. Time changes everything. Can they stop killing young men with stress? We're already depressed with life issues at hand. Maisha ni pole pole. Do you get where your men are coming from? Do you get it? It's incredible. Because there is an issue. Marianne Waithera, Gatondo's finest, good morning, saying men you start from scratch, alafu akiomoko anaanza kutafuta maslay queens. And that's the problem with Kenyan men. Justin Kange saying, young men, don't be pressured by your current monetary instability. Relax, cross your legs. By the time you hit 30, they'll be willing to marry any breathing man. Otherwise, pesa muhimu tafuta. Mwafrika K, how do you expect them to work kama Kenyan so-called socialites, influencers, and normalize 18 years? You need money. Esther Chege is saying, look, no wallet, no love. Guys, take note. Kevo Mungu is saying, but it all ends in premium tears. These daughters of Eve go with married men who will never sacrifice their family for them. Wanaweka mimba and they are left with a battalion of kids. That's when they come back to us saying they are ready to settle. It's a scam. What say you? Hello.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, sir.
I want to agree with you.
Uh-huh.
I want to agree with you that you have to look for money.
You have to look for...
Maina.
That's what you need to ask yourselves now. What are you going to do?
For example, I'm a graduate.
Yeah.
I graduated around 3 years ago.
Yeah. How many years ago?
3 years ago.
3 years ago, huh?
But kazi hakuna Maina kabisa. Totally.
You've never had a job in those 3 years?
Hakuna kabisa Maina. Actually, I'm just in the house. Utoka nje, hakuna job. Una apply, you are not being called. Surely.
So let me ask you, do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
How did you get her without money then?
Unajua Maina, ile saa zingine unapata kidogo nini, maybe saa zingine umeenda mjengo nini, unapata kidogo, mnampeleka date kidogo, vitu kama hizo. But actually the relationship is not working the way it should be because of money.
Does your girlfriend think that one day she's going to marry you?
Of course, maybe nikipata pesa atakubali, but I know nisipopata pesa Maina itakuwa shida.
So let me ask you, if she sees if another man katias her now huyo jamaa kona pesa, do you think you'll keep her?
I will not. That is true. I will not keep Maina. I will not.
You know you
because
will
of
not.
Money. There's no money Maina. In fact, hata nimeokoa tukupigie simu. Nimeokoa I have now anaokoa 250.
Umeokoa kutoka Safaricom unipigie simu.
Exactly. Sahi niko na almost ya 250. Maina, life is hard huko nje.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. That's crazy. Hello.
Hello, hi Maina.
Good morning, my dear.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
There's one problem with these men without money.
Yeah.
Is that kuna ile vision ya wanawake inakuanga imefungwa. And by this I mean you're with this broke man, haoni wanawake wengine, yani he's so faithful to you.
Yeah.
Hata afike mahali apate pesa. Ile pesa mmetafuta na yeye from scratch, sasa mmeanza kufanya vitu zenu mmepata pesa.
Yeah.
That's when anaona wanawake wengine.
Sasa hiyo ndio anaangalianga nje.
Sasa hiyo ndio vision inafunguka, anaanza kuona tu. Hata Rebecca Damonaga, by the way. He remains so faithful.
When he's broke.
When he's broke, hata pesa kidogo tu, ashaanza kungorota.
That is the problem.
That is the problem. Why should I start from scratch with you? Ukipata pesa ndo unaniona mimi nimekuwa gunia ya waru.
Wow.
So once you have that experience,
yeah,
like myself, I've had a man for 7 years.
Yeah.
Tumekula ugali na chumvi.
Yeah.
Ugali na harufu ya nyama ikitoka kwa neighbor.
Hey.
You get?
Yes.
And then after 7 years, nimemwonyesha, and then there's no man who can succeed without a woman. Listen to me.
Yes.
So nimekuhelp, nimekuonyesha hii idea, ukiweka 50 bob hapa itakuwa 100.
Yeah.
Sasa tukafika point walai tena alichukua kachana ka form 2. Mwenye anavaa mini skirt unaonyesha shape yake yote. So here I am, niko kwa shamba, nimejifunga maleso huku, nedera vigina, nedera toni mwana. I left actually with my kids.
Wow.
So here I am not looking for a man without money. Not just money, good money.
Not just money, good money.
Good money. A man who will keep me well. You know?
Yeah.
Hawa wanaume wanasemanga.
Yeah.
That hata lisha mwanamke alafu akipata madusura ndio anapata mwanaume mwingine.
Asking Kenyan ladies of today, why can't you find your own man from the beginning and start building life with him? And what I'm getting is incredible. The lady who called in earlier, what do you think about what she had to say? As a young man of today, Mwalimu asked you a question, who are you going to marry? Peter Kimatia, good morning. You're saying, wako tena wengi sana, who you can walk together the entire journey of life under the sun. So take your time. Don't fear taking a risk. Don't fear. Professor Hamo, young Professor Hamo, is saying ladies want a shortcut in life. They're marrying those financially stable men for a reason. If one day those men go broke, they'll run away from them because hawana haja now tena. They were after their money, no love. But it's the year 2021, so I'm asking you a question. Have times changed? Can we just accept that times have changed? And nowadays, money has become, it used to be what? Food, shelter, and clothing as the 3 tenets of life. Should we add money? Should we add money? So therefore, it is 2021. Hello.
Oh, morning, Maina.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
Yes.
Sasa Maina. Like vile huyo sistangu amesema.
Yeah.
Kuizi kama hakuna kaa na mama yako.
Kama hana pesa, kaa na mama yako.
Akae na mama yake. Maina, wacha nikwambie kitu.
Yeah.
Mimi nilikaa na mwingine.
Yeah.
Nimefeed Maina, natoka asubuhi naenda kwa hustle, ana job.
Yeah.
By the time alipata pesa Maina.
Yeah.
Like my sister said, nilikaa gunia ya nini, hata sio ya waru, ya kabeji.
Yes.
Yeah, sasa Maina, mimi sahi tuko 21. Mulisema mwaka wa kuambiana nini?
Ni ukweli, mwaka wa kuambiana ukweli.
Ukweli kabisa. Mimi sahi 2021, I'm single, lakini natafuta mwanaume mwenye already ashatengeneza. Sitaki mambo ya stay together, fight together. I don't want. Nataka pesa sasa hivi, vile huyo sistangu amesema. Sasa boy child wajipange. Kama una kazi, kaa tu hapo ngoje masponsor washatengeneza mashushu.
Hey. Kama hana pesa akae kwa mama yake.
Kama hana pesa akae kwa mama yake. Maina, wajua sisi wanawake tunavumilia, lakini unaweza fight na mtu unajaribu.
Yeah.
Mtoke chini muende juu, alafu baya Kenyan men anaona maslay queen sasa kishapata pesa.
Wow.
Sasa hiyo ndio kazi atutaki saa hii 2021. I want a man ashatengeneza do Maina.
Hakuna pa kukaa pamoja kujenga pamoja.
Hiyo iliisha bwana. Mambo ya kukaa stay together, fight together, mambo ya kufight together alafu ukisha fight anasonga mbele. No.
Okay.
Have a lovely day.
Have a great day. My God. Well, what do you think about that? Talking about ladies of today being able to start from scratch. It's an amazing conversation. Esther Chege, good morning. You're saying feelings will come ikiwa na pesa, but kama huna utakuwa unafikiria hujalipa rent. What am I supposed to do? Wow. Chepchumba Kigen, good morning. Saying as if men are not marrying financially stable women this day, aren't they? Seriously? Muli Makli is saying everything and threw you out of that house, and probably he's impregnated and infected with HIV. But the exact opposite will happen when it doesn't work with their wives. Hey, I want to know, ladies. Calvin Monge, you're saying there are things money can't buy. This generation is full of pretenders. Fake love is all over. We are so prayerful to the Lord to help us diminish the true and fake love. Distinguish, rather. Ken, you're saying, how unasikia wakisema wanataka wanaume wako na pesa, chunguza, utaona ndio single mothers wengi. Evans, good morning. You're saying, hey, mimi sijui nifanye nini. My girlfriend graduated. Since she graduated, hajawahi pata job. Nimemtoa kwa sister yake, nikamlipia rent, shopping, everything I do. But she still cheats on me because of money. And I know Maina. I have money. I support her like we are married. We need to talk about the importance of marriage in today's world. Because it seems that is where the divide is. It seems that is where the crux of the matter is. That is where the problem is. And there seems to be a totally different definition of its value in today's world from man to woman. That's what's driving me crazy. Hello.
Hi, Maina. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I am good. Salimia mwalimu King'ang'i.
King'ang'i yako poa kabisa.
Sasa, hii maneno unaongelelea. I'm a victim of two. Victim of two, Maina. I used to work with the government.
Yeah.
I met someone mwenye hata hakuwa anajua kununua chapati na smoky.
Yeah.
He used to call me and tell me, babe, I don't even have anything. Very humble, down to earth, always praying.
Yeah.
So I decided to be unafuatana tu na mzigo, unaenda tu na umependa na mmependana na mnaomba Mungu.
Yeah.
After 2 years,
yeah,
the guy alimuoka, inaitwanga kumuoka. He didn't even know the life in Nairobi. Didn't even know how to drive.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, God blessed us, and our first car was a Range Rover. We managed to buy houses in Runda.
Yeah.
I was taking this guy to the office where he was now employed every day because he did not even know how to drive. I'm the first person who took him to KFC, Java. He used to go for meetings and tell me, he used to text me and niambie, sasa, babe, ni whisky gani yenye nitaitisha? Juu hapa naona tu watu wanaitisha whisky, sitaki kukaa mshamba.
Yeah.
After 5 months, I was kicked out. I had to stay in the garage with the dogs.
Haya.
With the dogs.
Naumbwa.
Yes, naumbwa kwa garage. We used to stay somewhere in a bedsitter. When I met him, that he had 7 months unpaid rent. I remember when I met him, I had to gather up a pale ndo nilipe 7 months of not paid rent and paid rent. I had to clear that. wakati zilionekana, wakati amejua kuendesha gari, wakati amejua majina whisky, wakati amejua KFC and the rest, I was thrown out to stay in the garage with the dogs.
Hiya.
So these Kenyan men, they never learn, they don't appreciate, they forget. Wanakuwa wana Israeli wanasahau vile walifunguliwa bahari na Mungu wapite katikati. That is what they do. Now me, I am not like these other my sisters who have called. I still believe in starting from the scratch.
Yeah.
And right now I have met someone that had no job, nikamsaidia kupata kazi. But still I'm seeing the lens are going the same, so I'm on my way moving out. Kenyan men don't appreciate when a woman comes to stand by him. Maybe one out of 20 they will do that. Kwanza hata nataka unisaidie, because now you help someone. And I'm a very pretty lady. You look at me, people think you have money or what, you know. You support someone, auhanyi huku nje, and once you support them, once they get there, they forget. And I usually cry to God and say, anyway, maybe my reward is with God. Sijui tutafute sasa kina nani wenye wata stick by you, because even wale utapata wamepata, you won't be alone. Ndio watakuonyesha hata madharau zaidi. So Maina, it's a way of pia unaangalia. One way you look, unaweza pata mtu atakushikilia mpaka mufe na yeye, na wengine watakudropia. This man hakuwa anajua kuendesha gari, hakuwa anajua hata kuvaa suit. I remember I used to take him huko River Road tutafute matching. But when he got the money, alikuwa ananunua zile za 20-50,000.
Yeah. That is an incredible story. Okay.
So just tell other women, some of us, we don't lose hope, because you never know also, God maybe would be anakupima akili.
True.
You never know.
True.
Yes. So kesho unaweza pata mtu who has nothing akushikilie mpaka. We have seen them. Kina Obama, we have seen them. We have seen these people. But some Kenyan men, please, out there, if a lady stands with you through hell,
stand with
don't
her.
forget her. Because the tears she's going to cry are going to haunt you, are going to curse you, and you'll be wondering what is happening. Now the man I hear, he's a drunkard, he's full of ratchets, he's amezalisha all over, and he does not even have a life. What kind of life is that? Anyway, you have a good day and have a blessed day.
Have a good day too. Thank you very much. Okay, interesting. You know what I want? I want a gentleman to have the final word. I want a gentleman to have the final word, because the ladies have spoken and they've all gone in the same direction. I want to give a chance to the gentleman to counter what you've heard this morning from the girls. So have the final word, because man, are we learning something new this morning? Money. The value of money. Amazing. So now what happens? Because there's clearly a difference. Monique Kims, you're saying when a foolish man gets money, that's when his wife becomes dirty and not of his class. He starts seeing those who know how to put on thongs. May thunder strike you all as you remove those G-strings. Nunulia bibi yako hizo vitu. Wacha kuwasumbua. Hey. Brian Nandi, you're saying, Maina, please hook me up with that one that was made to sleep in the garage. I promise to make an honest woman of her. Davey, you're also saying, Ebu, hook me up with that woman. Tsuma, good morning. Habari ya asubuhi, Tsuma Ndolo. You're saying, what of wale hulipua college fee na bado wanatoka wanaume? Ladies should not play victims here. Issues to do with standing for each other in need are not gender-based. They are personality issues. Wow, I don't know. But it's been a crazy morning. Young Professor Hamo is saying, I feel for that last caller. And these men are the reason why ladies prefer us to men. That's why these ladies refer to us to men as dogs. It's nothing different. That's where it comes from. Prince Vance, good morning, saying correction. Most men out here are not ready to grow with these women. Wanawapea ball, alafu wanaacha. What do you expect? Me, I've learned something new this morning. I don't know if you have. Have the final word. Hello.
Morning to you.
Yes.
Yes, mimi nataka ku talk about hiyo topic ya leo.
Karibu.
Yes, my name is Chris.
Yes, Chris.
Yeah, you know, I had to drop out of school because I met this young lady hii mambo ya shule. And then nilikuwa na shida financially, so I had to drop out at least nitafute pesa. Now I met this young woman and everything was okay, and by mistake akapata ball. So we stayed together, nikaanza kufanya writing, the online writing stuff. Yeah, so hata yakuwa sawa, I had to support her. I had to be responsible, you know.
Yeah.
So hata yeye nikamfunza kuwrite akajua, and I introduced her to my employer. So we stayed like together tukaishi for a year, and then nikamconnect na my employer. Little did I know that they had a secret relationship.
With your employer?
Yeah, with my employer. And you see, I never knew about this until someday nikaingia kwa email yake. Because I had to confirm if I'll commit to order fulani. So I realized that they've been in a secret relationship for months.
Yeah.
Yes, this is someone I supported.
And every day you used to go home with her?
Yeah. You see, it was so painful. I didn't ask her. So I even had to cut ties with my employer because it was really painful knowing that you're working for someone who is sleeping with your girlfriend, and this is someone we have a kid with.
And so guys, so hold on, you used to live with her, you used to work with her.
Yeah.
So where did she get the time to see him?
Mostly me, I go to the gym, sometimes I go to the field. So I really ask myself, that is the question I used to ask most of the time. Where did you get the time to meet? Now apparently I came to the bottom of it. Most of the time alikuwa natoka saying that anaenda to my brother's place. Maybe I started to think hii ndio time walikuwa wanapatana. But Maina, these things, from my experience, I think everyone is a culprit. Men cheat, but women are not innocent.
Okay.
Yeah, I cannot say my problem was the money. I provided for everything.
The problem is not the money.
Even if it's the money, then kama hauna kitu totally, they say tafuta pesa kwanza. When you have something kidogo, why can't they wavumilie? You share the little you have.
Okay.
I think maybe someone should research and find out there's a hidden problem. I can't tell.
Okay.
Now, yeah, what she doesn't know, that the person who happens to be my employer actually works for his mom.
Okay. This is crazy. Bananas. Nuts. Goma. Dari. Hari.